seriously with Ngozi Orabueze is making wave at the U.S. congressmen, bringing Biafra issue to the table or desk of all the lawmakers in the United States. America has actually taken it upon themselves because they know that it is overdue. Biafra emancipation is overdue.
At the ending of that meeting, she said, Tilery Blake is a friend of Biafra. He respects the values of Biafra and what Biafra stands for. And at the same time, he said he is ready to support Biafra. What's your take as Igazi?
Yeah, that's one of the most important jobs Ngozi Orabueze is doing. He has been canvassing, seriously to make sure that Trump's interest for Biafra is widely made known. Tilery Blaze is a friend of Trump. He's a close ally to Trump, within this administration. And a U.S. senator, a lawmaker for that matter, among the congressmen. And he's working hard around the clock to make sure that Biafran dream is a dream come true. So Orabueze is at the helm of it, and she's doing too well. Tilery Blaze has taken it upon himself since incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 2021, as a lobbyist of Biafra, working down the clock, bringing the issue, the topic on the holding of the Congress session each and every time they, sit in Capitol, the law-making body of United States of America. So this time around, we are seeing Tilery Blaze, putting pressure on Trump regime to take it upon itself about, emancipation of Biafra, not only the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or stopping of Finland, from firing up the, painful ordeal of Simon Ekpa, but they are working hard in American Congress. I mean, the body that, constitutes law-making in America to make sure that Biafra springs up. Look at Catalonia the other day in Spain. Catalonia has just concluded their own, and they are now becoming a nation, a sovereign state of their own in Spain very, very soon. So that's why Tilery Blaze issue, has sent, serious warning across the globe, especially to Aso Rock and all its components, that someone like that is, aligning seriously with Ngozi Orabueze is making wave at the U.S. congressmen, bringing Biafra issue to the table or desk of all the lawmakers in the United States. America has actually taken it upon themselves because they know that it is overdue. Biafra emancipation is overdue. Nigeria is 100 years now. After the war, if it happens that after 50 years, the so-called contraption or the region that fought for war are doing well, I think they are overdue for giving them their own independence, that is their own sovereignty, which you can see that Igbo land, Biafra, is overdue. It is now 55 years after the war. But what international law says is 50 years. That's United Nations for you, Shatter. So Biafra emancipation is overdue, and the Tilery Blaze is doing well, working together hand in hand with Ngozi Orabueze to stop Nigerian oppression, suppression, and the counter forces against Biafra. We are all rejoicing in Biafra land that Tilery Blaze, synergizing together with Ngozi Orabueze is yielding good results. Trump is at the same time very happy with the good work Tilery Blaze is doing in conjunction with Ngozi Orabueze, the current Biafran Prime Minister in exile. Biafra is going to emancipate very soon, and we are seeing a sister country as young as Biafra coming up into circulation soonest. That is Catalonia of Spain.
But do you think that as regards our new initiative, Operation Blow, the whistle, and again, embassy and other things that you have tried to implement, even the Biafra Ejima currency, what's your take as regards this?
Yeah, Biafra Ejima currency and the whistle blowing, these are efforts, and initiating or building embassies for Biafra all over the world. These are the good efforts, clothed together that Ngozi Orabueze has actually, done in the recent time. So Orabueze is not retarding or retracting from playing good role of a minister in exile. So this whistle blowing, the cartons supplied to the Igbos, farmers, people in the community and villages has been properly, appropriately distributed among the Igbos anytime the Fulani herders starts their trouble in the farmland. So the issue of Fulani herders has been put on hold now. Then again, Orabeze's expansionist policy about Biafra, increment on facilities, building various facilities in abroad is a welcome idea, and we are giving our nod to Orabeze's effort and courage as a woman. Biafra whistleblower, let me just use whistleblower, but we are not like that of Snowden or Wikipedia or whatever they call themselves, that are revealing US security and other things on the internet. No, whistleblowing women is that anytime you are confronted with security issue in the bush, in the stream, in the villages and communities, you should start blowing whistle. Everybody in the community will be blowing whistle, and they will round up the assailants, the criminals, Fulani Janjaweeds that are disaliving, unaliving Igbo villagers, Igbo farmers, and community people in the southeastern Nigeria. This woman, Ngozi Orabeze, championed it. That's a very good job. And which is why I'm telling you that Biafra emergence is no longer a thing of the past, or somebody will be thinking that is a dream, or I dream it, I envisage it. No, it is here. Orabeze is doing the right thing. The normal thing with all the effort he has put together. Is it easy to import over 50 million whistles? 5 million whistles, is it easy? 5 million whistles cost lots and lots of money. And what about the information disseminated all around the communities and villages, even in the farmlands, farm settlements, distribution, unko? Orabeze is doing good job. And I'm telling you that all this, bring together, will actually curb or put Fulani encroachments, menace in the southeastern Nigeria on hold. They will no longer kill. If they want to operate, the whistleblowers will sound. And most of the vigilantes, ESN, forest guards, they will come to the trouble spot and make sure that they stop the criminals. Fulani Janjaweeds over the years, have been planning how to destabilize the Igbos. That's why the advice they give or proffer to the Igbos through Erufai and the Gumi is IPOB. Igbo youths, go and fight IPOB. Igbo youths should be confronting IPOB. This is a suggestion, I'm not just saying it, by Erufai and Gumi, so that when Igbo youths and the IPOB clash, that will bring this kind of pandemonium, lawlessness, and anarchy in the southeastern Nigeria. They think they have succeeded. No, nothing like that is going on. ESN is there. Biafran Liberation Army are there. The Ibubagos, the other, local vigilantes are doing good work. There are many of them that are silent. They don't even want to sound their names on social media because they don't want the enemies, the assailant, the criminals to know or to get the information of their existence. So what I'm trying to say is that the whistle distribution is a good one. All the constituted local vigilante among the Igbo communities, those whistles procured by Ngozi Orabeze should be distributed to these, vigilante officers, and they should at least embark on sensitizing the villagers and community people on the modus operandi of the Fulani Janjaweeds and even the bandits and the Fulani bandits, kidnappers in the village. So I think I commend Ngozi Orabeze with her effort. She is doing well. Igbo land is a secure place now. Nothing like insecurity or security threats of any, any type now in Igbo land. We are embracing emergence of Biafra and everybody is happy. The little, let me say, security challenges we have in the southeastern Nigeria are the cultists, the armed robbers, you know, the so-called ritualists. You can see the whistleblowers, the vigilantes, the ESN, Eastern Security Network, and the Biafra Liberation Army. They are going to curtail it. They have put it under curtail, under check. The braggers, the Arab braggers, all those, let me say, cultists, they are no longer in control of southeastern Nigeria. No matter how they spread their tentacles, they are being curtailed and curbed by Biafran Forest Guards, Eastern Security Network.
Biafra. Listen and listen good. You, Saddam Sultan Gumi, should face Sahel country, face your Abuja, which is your Abuja, and leave Igbo man alone. Come what may, it has spread all over the world. It has escalated uncontrollable. The marginalization, exploitation, and persecution of Igbos since 55 years, from 1970 till now. 55 years. Ababio, you cannot stop it. You are too small. Biafra is bigger than you and whatever you represent.
The governor of the state himself obeys the sit at home on Monday, and then the civil servants that work in government house obey the sit at home, and government shut down on Mondays. It means the real governor of Southeast is Simon Ekpa, ruling the Southeast from Finland.
They call for one Nigeria to move on now. What's your take as regards?
Thank you so much. As I'm talking to you now, Southeast is the richest region in Nigeria. We are not losing anything, Kobo, economically. Most of the industries, most of the domestic hardwares, essential commodities used by Southeasterners in Nigeria here are manufactured by Southeasterners. Industries, production companies owned by the Igbos, not federal government of Nigeria. Point of correction, Abio was sponsored by M.I. Okpara government during when M.I. Okpara was the premier of Southeastern Nigeria. Abio's father was one of the people employed by the government of M.I. Okpara at Enugu State House. Now that Abio is made Senate President, after governor of Akwa Ibom, he has embezzled enough money when he was governor of Akwa Ibom. Abio, as a Senate President, it is too obvious that paddling of budgets is his own prime priorities. The one they paddled last year or 2 years ago, bust. Ngimi, because them of that mind. Dingy, thank you. Ninja exposed them. Akpabio has stolen enough money. He should shut up his mouth. Could be that Akpabio was not former governor of Akwa Ibom, current Senate President. He will not be asking or fighting for one Nigeria. There's no unified Nigeria. What we have is dismembered Nigeria, disintegrated Nigeria. As Sadano Soto is busy there in Sokoto, uniting his Fulani Janjaweed men. I don't know what to understand. Cornering most of the dividend of our natural resources to his people in Sahel countries. There is nothing like one Nigeria. The people that are fighting for one Nigeria have stolen enough funds in government. Akpabio should ask himself why is he agitating for one Nigeria. Could be that Akpabio's wife is one of these women, market women now, all around Oba, scrambling for survival. They are everywhere in market here, in the market Oba here. Akpabio wouldn't have been asking the whole world that Nigeria should be one. Akpabio should leave Simon Ekpa alone. Akpabio, for your greatest surprise, Ekpa has been exonerated, lifted and promoted, celebrated by EU member nations. Because Wasila, the company that paid the judge that actually delivered judgment that pitted Ekpa to 6 years jail tenure, has been, at least the company has been exposed. It is owned by Alex Todd, the Finnish president. So as I'm talking to you now, there's nothing you can do about Simon Ekpa. Ekpa is not jailed. Ekpa is going to be set free by United Nations. To the shamefulness of Akpabio. Akpabio, you should face the scam, you know, the scam, sex scandal going on in the house now. You have shamed yourself. You are a shameless man. And you have stopped Natasha to resume session. Yes. Legislative session, you deny Natasha. Because what? You have uhu that could not allow you to rest. Akpabio, uhu gi ade ekweli gi zuru ike. Now, you are talking to Eba and Nadekano. Akpabio uhu. Listen, Biafra has come. No oneness, no one united Nigeria could stop Akpabio, could stop Biafra. Listen and listen good. You, Saddam Sultan Gumi, should face Sahel country, face your Abuja, which is your Abuja, and leave Igbo man alone. Come what may, it has spread all over the world. It has escalated uncontrollable. The marginalization, exploitation, and persecution of Igbos since 55 years from 1970 till now. 55 years. Ababio, you cannot stop it. You are too small. Biafra is bigger than you and whatever you represent. Gumi is nothing but an Islamic cleric, Muslim cleric that was banned last year from going to Saudi Arabia. Gumi is a terrorist. That's why Saudi could not allow him to come. Gumi, you cannot stop Biafra. The best thing you can do is just go into Sahel country and dwell over there. What about Saddam Hussein? Or you well at Akwebom. Go and manage it right now because Biafra is coming. That land belongs to us. We don't care. We are not listening to your preaching. You liars. Look at the way Nigerians are being reared, trained like goats. You are telling me that we are one Nigeria. Which infrastructure that make you a country here? You don't have one, no social amenities. We live like pigs. You rear people like cows. Then you go to Britain, France, and other countries, to refresh your blood. When you sick, you go to take medication abroad. While Nigerians are dying of poor medications here. You are just deceiving yourself. This is the right time you should listen to Pan-Africanists. It is Pan-Africanism. Currently, Africans are waking up. They have actually woken up. Look at Burkina Faso, a small boy of that 6 years old. Yes, he's making great waves globally. And you are there in the house, stealing money. I think you have failed. Saddam Hussein, you have failed. Gumi, I don't have enough word for you. I refer you to Abeokuta Psychiatric Hospital or Yaba here for serious treatment, Gumi. I'm telling you.
But if Akpabio said, that the Igbo should drop this Biafra, cause, why is it that he's not talking about the development here in the southeast? Because as I want to, he said Ekpa was causing me, the killings and the Monday sit at home were causing problems.
Can you listen and listen clearly? The development we have in the east today are actually sweat, hard works of Igbo men. Igbo's industrialists, Igbo entrepreneurs. Igbos ventured into entrepreneurship since 1970 and they are giants of entrepreneurship on the continent of Africa. Nobody is bigger than them. So the development Akpabio is happy and talking about, he is only the one that could tell much about that development. That development is for Akpabio and his camp. As of me, Anambra is well developed. Abia is the best state of the federation right now because of Alex Soti's, resilience and achievement. Then again, Anambra State is high. Imo State, Enugu State has won 100 million naira as the best green state, the neatest. So the Southeasterners are hardworking people. We are not looking towards Nigeria. See, infrastructures in Nigeria, in Southeastern Nigeria, were built by Igbo industrialists. They are the one developing that region, not Akpabio, not Nigeria. And we don't need anything from Nigeria again. It is too late. You cannot eat your cake and have it. Igbos are not fools. Times have come that everybody should mind his own region. Akpabio, if you don't like Biafra land, Southeastern states again, you can go back to Abuja and join your people, your friends, your slave masters, Fulani Janjawis. We are done. We are done. We're okay in Biafra land.
But a lot of people on Telegram have said, but this is coming too late. Tinubu promising to, bring that much development to the south.
Listen, good. Those are political promises. You don't believe on all these credulous, succulent politicians promising you all manners of, developmental infrastructures, employment infrastructures, social infrastructures, and other, amenities. Say it has come late. Why? Because it has been politicized. It's not from his heart. We are not on the budget of Nigerian annual budgets. I don't understand.
Why not?
We are not. You've seen how everything was interpreted on the month of March.
February, March, April, when the whole developmental budget was read, Southeast was not included. Did you not? Did you and I not treat it? One of the lawmakers stood up and said, people don't know what you are doing. Which one is for Southeastern Nigeria? Was it not the reason why he stood up and started mentioning about Southeastern developmental, ministry, commission, NDS something? Thank you, South. Thank you, SEDC, EDC. I don't understand. It's because we have started clamoring, telling Yoruba President Buhari that you are a hater of Igbo, anti-Igbonism. Tinubu is bent on ethnic, antagonism, and that is why he turned his back on Igbo man, allowing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to rot in jail. Nothing is doing right now that could ever convince me, unless that he loves the Igbos, unless Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is let off the cage of DSS facilities. I'm not eyeing at Tinubu. I'm not eyeing at anybody. What I know now is let an innocent man be discharged from prison. Tinubu has actually discharged his brother, Sunday Igboho, the same cause they were fighting. If you say Nnamdi Kanu is a secessionist, I said Awole, Abanga Awole, Nnamdi Kanu Abro is a secessionist. He is fighting for the oppression, against the oppression of Igbo man. Over marginalization and the what? Exploitation of Igbo man. Kanu is not a secessionist. Kanu is fighting for what? Mechanisms used against the Igbos. And what and who are these mechanisms? 1, Opus Odema. 2, Peter Mba. 3, Charles Nkodo Mbafo Soludo. 4, Francis Nwafulefu. With exemption of Elesoti. Elesoti is not among them. He is a true Igbo leader we have now, together with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Tinubu should stop playing games with Igbos. We've come of age. We are better than any region in Nigeria, education-wise, industrialization, and other likes. We are the best. Nobody could play with our brain and get scot-free. Tinubu is just playing to the gallery. And we've actually seen that Tinubu is like a grass cutter who is trying to hide away from the hunters, while all his uhu, his ike, his waste, everywhere is exposed to the same hunter to slaughter him. Nzuzo Nchikonezo, Tinubu is not smart. To a smart Igbo man, he has failed.
But there was a prophet that said what? That it foresee that there will not be election, in Nigeria, and most importantly in the southeast. Do you agree with this?
Okay, thank you so much. Anybody, Nebu Amumora, concerning Nigeria, concerning Biafra, Akamadria. The only person I believe today is Jesus the Christ and Chineke Okike Biamma. The second person, third person is Holy Spirit. Then, when you talk about human, when they are representing God, I am respecting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the greatest prophet of our time, who predicted every vices that is happening, going on against Nigerian contraption now, many previous years. Is the good prophet. I don't care about any other prediction or prophecy from anybody. I am not God. I will never say this man is a good prophet, this man is a good prophet, but still I respect the prophets, the prophecy in the person of Ebuka Obi. He's an anointed man of God. When you come to Southwest here, Peter Abiola Debisi, he's an anointed man of God. Let me tell you, there are many good prophets and pastors in Nigeria, with inclusion of all these names aforementioned. But I'm not trying to align with all these people that are saying blah 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 blah. Listen, I read on social media when a man just stood up and said, Trump, you are going to win. Trump, you are going to lose. Trump, you are going. Someone said, Trump, you are going to lose this election. Later, Trump won. They are showing his prophecy across social media platform worldwide to actually indicate to you that no man is God. God is God. He only himself is God alone. The whole powers in heavens and the earth are accorded unto him. He's the one that controls all the power. All power belongs to you. Powers belong to you. In all the heavens and all the earth, powers belong to you. You see it not to man. But many Nigerians are claiming that they are seeing, hearing from God. When their prophecy fails, have you ever seen any one of them to come out to say, I apologize? None.
That's why I always